Huh. This is gonna sound really lame, but hear me out. I have a homework assignment for all of you. I want you to head to Steam and download a game called Doki-Doki Literature Club. It's free, and you can beat it in an afternoon. I realize that it looks and sounds like the worst harem anime you've ever seen in your life, but just trust me. This game is not what you are expecting. Just download it and play it to the end credits, because doing so is integral to understanding the point that I'm trying to make with this video. Oh, and pro tip, leave the game's installation directory window visible as you play. Pause the video and play it. I'm not kidding. Here's your last opportunity to do so. Do it. Do it now. So now that you've played Doki-Doki Literature Club all the way to the end, first of all, I apologize for any nightmares that you're having tonight. That content warning at the beginning sure wasn't kidding. Second though, I'd like to talk to you guys about the fourth wall. The idea behind the fourth wall is that it's the only thing standing between the actors on the stage and the audience. When you experience a story, you can see through this fourth wall, but the characters in the story cannot. Of course, for certain stories, there is a fourth wall break, where a character will look through the fourth wall and either address the audience, or acknowledge some aspect of the medium that they're in.
Just sing! Stop that! You're not going into a song while I'm here.
Now, this isn't true for every single fourth wall break, but there are generally 3 moods that a fourth wall break will go for. Humor.
Fourth wall break inside a fourth wall break. That's like 16 walls.
Horror. Or if it's a video game, it's usually a tutorial.
If you need instructions on how to get through the hotels, check out the enclosed instruction book.
A humorous fourth wall break is an opportunity for the story to sort of poke fun at any holes or cliches, or wink with the audience about how ridiculous the situation is. A horrific fourth wall break is intended to make the player feel unsafe, as if the very confines of their televisions couldn't protect them from the world's monsters or killers. But I don't want to talk about either of those two, even though, as you could probably tell, Doki-Doki Literature Club is a hella scary game because of its fourth wall breaks. I want to talk about the other emotions that a fourth wall break can effectively elicit, because like any other trope, it can be used in a lot of ways, and I think it's a folly just to use them to crack jokes or scare the audience. I have played exactly 3 games that explicitly use the fourth wall break as an emotional storytelling tool, aside from humor or horror. And yes, I am giving a distinction between games that actually break the fourth wall, and those that just kinda lean in on it.
The truth, Walker, is that you're here because you wanted to feel like something you are not, a hero.
Lines like that are definitely meant to be heard by both the player character and the player, but they don't break the fourth wall and talk directly to the player the same way these 3 games do. Those 3 games are Undertale, which I've gone pretty in-depth into in the past, so I'll spare you the gory details. Nier Automata, for which I'm working on a Favorite Games Project video that'll hopefully be ready to publish soon, and Doki-Doki Literature Club. The complex emotional weight of Doki-Doki Literature Club's fourth wall breaks can be summed up by the following question. How long did it take you to delete Monika's character data from the game's install folder? Monika is self-aware of the idea that she is a character in a video game. Specifically, she's a character in a dating simulator, and she fulfills the dating sim archetype that TV Tropes calls the shipper on deck. That is, she subtly works to arrange you with whoever she thinks you'd be cutest with. But sooner or later, probably upon founding the Literature Club and becoming president, she learns the nature of her reality, that of an erotic computer program, and she snaps. She starts rewriting her game's world by moving files around or even outright deleting them. She literally destroys her universe just for the sake of being in the center of it, the center of the player's attention. There's a lot to unpack there. Existential dread, lust, jealousy, grief, guilt, loneliness. And it's all conveyed by how she rewrites the game world. You probably caught her in the act in real time if you followed my pro tip earlier and kept the installation window open. This game uses its freaking installation folder as a tool for expressing all of those complex feelings. And so, with all of that knowledge, we come back to that question. How long did it take you to delete Monika's character data from the install folder? Because I have a feeling that that question will vary widely among all of you. Personally, I deleted her after we started staring into each other's eyes. She was done explaining herself, or at least so I thought. I held the conflicting feeling that while she needed to be deleted for the sake of bringing justice to the other characters, I kinda understood where she was coming from. Being a self-aware, romanceable video game character cannot be fun. A friend of mine told me that she deleted Monika pretty much as soon as Monika told her how. But I've also heard stories of people who waited and heard Monika discuss topics like the nature of God and other ideas. Some people deleted Monika, but only after copy-pasting her character data in a separate folder or flash drive out of remorse, or pity, or maybe even genuine love for the character. You see what they've done there? They've incorporated a difficult and emotional moral choice into a Windows Explorer menu. That's what I'm trying to get at here. So many writers just look at something as simple as a fourth wall break and simply use it to make a joke or to scare the audience, when they can use it to do so much more. And yes, Doki-Doki Literature Club is far from the first game to do this. Undertale and Nier Automata also use the fourth wall break as ways of inspiring hope, or guilt, or goodwill towards other people. And hell, I gotta give Conrad from Spec Ops some credit for making me feel awful at the end of that game. So, like any other trope, the fourth wall break is a tool. Doki-Doki Literature Club used it in some really powerful ways, and I hope that more storytellers are able to find new uses for it like this game has.
In your reality, if I don't know how to love you, I'll leave you be.